Hello everyone, my name is DataIku and I'm a student at Johns Hopkins University. Today I wanted to talk a bit about a data science library I found very useful. I think it's useful especially for beginners, but also for more advanced users that are looking to automate the boring parts of their data science workflow, such as data cleaning, pre-processing, dealing with missing values, and so on. This tool is called DataIku, and I'll split this video into three parts. Once I'll talk a bit about the company, second about how you can get started with it, third about the dataset that we're going to use. As always, I'll include timestamps in the video description, and you can skip ahead to whichever section you find the most useful. The next video will be on exploratory data analysis, some basic analysis of the data that we'll just finish importing in this video. And the next video after that will be the fun stuff. We'll be building some models and seeing what interesting things we can figure out from the data. Let me say a few words about the company. They were founded in 2013 in Paris, France, and they are, I think, the leader in what they call everyday AI, which is basically including AI into every business decision. So everybody, not only people with a background in statistics or machine learning, are able to use it, but basically everyone who has access to data should be able to use AI tools to make better business decisions. So I believe this will be a huge change in the way business operates, because I think it's basically like Excel or SQL were 25 years ago, where it went from being a very specialized skill that very few people had in the company to something that a lot of tools basically do it for you nowadays. The first step is to go to dataiku.com and sign up for the free trial. Don't worry, there's a free version of this tool that you can install on your own computer, and I'll be making a video on how to do that shortly. The trial is easiest because you don't need to install anything on your own computer. All the computation goes on in a cloud. It doesn't require a credit card or anything, you just need to enter your email address. That should all be straightforward and should take a few minutes, so I will skip ahead. Once you get to this screen, we can get started. The second step is to download the dataset. I've included a Google Drive link in the description. The data is mortgage default data from 2001 from Freddie Mac. If you'd like, you could go to Freddie Mac's website to download newer data, but beware that they lock the data behind the registration. I'll be using the 2001 mortgage data that I've uploaded, but you can continue with whichever you choose. So let's create a new project and upload this file. Thankfully, we have a user guide on the data. The Freddie Mae website provides one, so we can access that by going to the Freddie Mae website, and there's a resource called General User Guide. Basically, here you get feature descriptions, the feature values, and also ways to interpret the data. I don't know much about mortgages, but having a quick glance at the data, I would say that credit score is one of the important features. Original loan to value ratio could be another one. First payment date and current loan delinquency status. We also need to keep an eye out for combinations of features. So for example, we have an original interest rate and a current interest rate. It might be interesting to create a new feature expressing the difference in these two values, because if we notice that the interest rate has increased significantly, maybe that makes the borrower more likely to default on their loan. After the feature description table, there's interpreting the data section. Here they give ideas as to how the data is organized and what does it mean when a value is not available. So, for example, for credit scores, for FICO scores, the valid values that they use is only between 301 and 850, and anything outside of these values they declare as not available. But the same thing happens with quite a few features like mortgage insurance percentage, original debt to income ratio, and so on. It's definitely useful the more outside knowledge you have of the field, because that means you can come up with better model ideas, you can figure out obscure correlations and so on, which will always help in a data science role. Guys, thank you so much for watching my first video ever. Please join me in the next one where we do some exploratory data analysis and we have a look at the features, chart them and see what kind of interesting correlations we can find. I plan to make a video every time I found some data science tool or library that saves time or is otherwise interesting, so please subscribe for that and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Yes, I've been filming for so long that it became night outside, so please forgive the change in lighting.